Welcome, folks. I'm Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
Hi there.
We're going to look at Once Upon a Deadpool trailer number 1. Let's check this out. Here we go.
Right before Christmas, a good guy in red is coming to theaters with his new sidekick, Fred.
Why am I here?
You're in a PG-13 version of Deadpool, filtered through the prism of childlike innocence.
I'm a grown
And nobody
man.
does childlike innocence like you, Fred. Nobody. I need you almost as much as you need me.
I don't need you at
You
all.
need me to untie you once we're done. I loved your working up.
I'm sorry?
Don't get too attached.
Once Upon a Deadpool. Kinda prefer Marvel movies.
We are Marvel.
Yeah, but you're, Marvel licensed by Fox. It's like if the Beatles were produced by Nickelback. It's music, but it sucks.
You were nicer as a kid.
Rated PG-13. Limited engagement in theaters December 12th.
Moly, 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 mo.
What?
Moly, moly, mo. Many of you might not understand that reference if you're really young. Many of you may not even understand that reference if you're young as well, like the Princess Bride reference.
That was completely unexpected. I wasn't expecting anything like that to come out. Like after having Deadpool 2.
I like it.
I
like the experiment. I know a lot of people are going to be annoyed by this idea, but I personally like this experiment of being able to show Deadpool to a bigger audience. And it's a great idea that I have long wanted, because I'm like, wouldn't it be great if you could have a version of a film that a lot more audiences could watch, and one that also serves the people who want the grittier version, the more mature version. I actually wanted it more for video games than for movies, but still, like, I wanted it for movies as well, and I think this could set a precedent if the PG-13 version does well.
Right.
You know, like, now you can have two versions, and you actually get more bang for your buck that way if you can convince the theaters to let you have two theater screens.
Well, the only thing I wonder is, even though Deadpool 2 and Deadpool were rated R, I'm pretty sure a lot of kids who are under the age of 18 already watched it.
Without a doubt.
So I wonder how successful this is gonna be,
Well, you kind of push that line back, right? So PG-13 is palatable for 8-year-olds.
Right.
Or whatever. Like, I watched Jurassic Park when I was 7 or 8 years old, or I forget how old I was, but my point is that it's relative. These numbers are sort of legacy.
Yeah.
Like PG really means G, what G was for. Like,
Yeah.
And G is like really, really clean. Back in the day, G-rated G-rated movies in like the 50s were actually, they would be PG or PG-13 today.
Right.
Anyway, that's beside the point. I'm happy with this experiment. I think that this could be really cool. I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah.
It's different. And I really hope that this becomes a thing that we do. It may open up the doors for other comic book films. Like, let's say Avengers, it was PG-13.
Right.
All of those Marvel movies pretty much have been PG-13. What if like, I got confused for a second. I was like, wait, because I was thinking about the Wolverine movie.
Yeah, that was
Logan. But that's
was
not. It's like this though. It's not exactly Marvel. It's not Disney Marvel. It's 20th Century Fox Marvel.
Right. Yeah.
And so anyway, what I'm saying is, like, what if you could have an Avengers film that was also rated R?
Right.
You know, and you could actually push the violence the way. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, is it necessary?
I think it could be cool. For instance, Captain America, Winter Soldier, it could have been more violent.
Yeah.
It could have pushed it harder if it wanted to, but it dialed it back just enough to be PG-13. I'm like, well, what if you just honestly met PG-13 and you honestly met rated R, and you just had two different showings? Like, you could have, you could have your cake and eat it too. I don't know. Anyway, that's all. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be honest, be verbose. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. Check out ACHARA KIRK. She's on the social media. Curious to see what you think about that too. Just kidding. I really don't care.